Hey guys, welcome back to Survivopedia. My name is Jason Salyer, and we're going to be putting a little bit of a paint job on the old Mossberg 590S today. She's abusive, but I love her. So I keep coming back for more. I was shooting it the other day in another video actually, and I had it locked in nice and tight, trying to sight down the barrel like you would on a typical shotgun, and my knuckle kept raking across my cheek. And after about a half a dozen shots or so, I could see my cheek. and you get what you have here. But anyway, so we're going to give this thing a paint job today. It's not just for aesthetics, although it is going to look cool, and it is going to be camouflage, so it will blend in better to its environment. But it's also just going to protect it a little bit. I got a couple little surface rust spots on here. You know, we live in a hot, humid environment, and things get wet, and they stay wet for a long period of time, and I want this gun to last a long time. And putting a little paint on there is going to help it. And if the paint should ever just get chipped off, you just put a little bit more on there. Like with any good paint job, prep work is important. Now, I don't want to remove the stock finish, the regular original finish on here. All I want to do is take this sanding pad here, sanding sponge, and I'm just going to very lightly hit it all over on all of its surfaces so the paint will stick to it just a little bit better and will stay on there a little bit longer. Don't have to be super careful with it. Just lightly sand all over, hit every single spot, every little nook and cranny so the paint will stick. This shotgun comes with a small little hand strap here, and I don't know if I like that or not. I may not put that back on there. We'll see. I understand its purpose and what it was designed for, but I just don't know if I like it. Now that we've roughed it up all over, sanded the entire thing down just lightly, trying not to get rid of the original finish, we're going to spray it down with some degreaser. This is carbon throttle body cleaner. Brake cleaner would also work fine. Any kind of really spray degreaser will work. Something that evaporates quickly and doesn't leave any residues. That's what you want. You just want to get all the oils off the gun before you paint it, because paint does not stick to oil. Everybody knows that. I think most people take painting their guns, their firearms, their shotguns too seriously. I think people take life just in general too seriously. Slap some paint on there. You don't need any special products. This is just some Camouflage Rust-Oleum. I've done this to several firearms in the past, and it lasts quite a long time, even with regular use. I mean, it may rub off. It's going to rub off the high wear areas, like where the pump action moves back and forth. Of course, that's going to get worn off, but I mean, honestly, who cares? This is a tool, right? Just like a hammer. I'm going to use the hammer. I'm going to abuse the hammer and put it away. I'm not super into maintenance. I'm not into babying tools. If I have to baby something, I don't want it. And a pump action shotgun like Mossbergs are excellent. They just get used and abused. You put them away, and they just keep on working. I prefer a pump action over a semi-auto just because the reliability and the versatility. You can use super low powered shells in this, whereas a semi-auto would struggle sometimes because it operates by the recoil. The recoil system pushes the spring, and if it's got a heavy spring, the low power shells won't work very effectively and they won't feed reliably, and ain't nobody got time for that. So I'll typically do a coat of whatever. This just happens to be green. I'll let that dry for a little bit, and then I'll do another coat, a second coat of probably the same color, and then I'll come back with a little bit of creative camouflage work. You don't have to worry about getting paint down the end of the barrel. Trust me, after the first shot, all that paint will be gone out of the barrel. Even if this was a rifled barrel, it's a shotgun, so it really doesn't matter, but even if it was a rifled barrel, it doesn't matter. First shot, first time the bullet passes through there, all that paint will be gone. Just a little dusting, not a complete coat of paint, just a dusting, and you can see kind of what it does. It leaves that cool pattern on there, which will help it blend in to its native, natural environment. Generally try to pick leaves that lay kind of flat. Makes it easier to paint over top of them. Kind of like that. All right, we'll let this dry. We'll flip it over and do the other side, and it'll be good to go. Now the only problem is losing it if you lean it up against a tree in the woods somewhere. All right, guys, well, I'm Jason Salyer. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you're hitting the thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't done so already. Leave some comments. That would be fantastic, and I cannot wait to see you on the next one.